Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV Deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Run, keep going on, let's process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I watch a man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down war and crime. Fight down war and crime. Rastafari. War and crime. And do the righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Rastafari. And we love Jah. We love Jah. Jah Rastafari. We love Jah. Jah Rastafari. Preserve all people. Put time away. Put time away again. Listen. Yeah. Just as I say, watch a man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace while we are penalized. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and crime. Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. But we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah, Rastafari, preserve all, and we love Jah, me love Jah, Rastafari, me love Jah, Rastafari, preserve all, me love Jah. Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then oh, thy peace, God of my salvation. Because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside a rub and cheat, and not press the floor. Make up what I seen to. Make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad filling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black baby man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see, they didn't can sell out Rasta, can't sell it out, I sell out Babylon. Big man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Big man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see, they can sell out Rasta. I sell out, I sell out Babylon. Yes, stop on the Friday. You might throw a stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black baby man throw a stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, big man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black big man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
That one day is behind us. Today is the spending day. A pleasant Boxing Day to you all. But don't go and spend your money on the bullshittery of what they cannot get to sell for the rest of the year, or the price that they marked up, then bring it back down and tell you that it's on sale. Don't spend your money on bullshit. Literally. Some of them may be in the West End and wherever in the country, bumping and shoving into each other in this bank holiday Boxing Day sale. Cut out the bullshit, I would argue. A pleasant morning to you all, and welcome. Happy holidays to all of you. Tell Prince Charles we come about him this man. I don't know if I true you see we always come about the other idiot Donald Trump. Yes, Charles, we're going to come about you this morning. But hang on, Charles. Hang on a bit. We're going to come about you in a while. Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome. Thank you all for joining us. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good morning and welcome. Did you have any argument at the dinner table yesterday? Did Melissa dominate the conversation, or Trump's war in the Caribbean? What conversation was it that dominated your dinner table, or your family meeting, or your Christmas dinner gathering yesterday? What was the dominating conversation? I hope none of you had any fight at the dinner table, as what can be usual sometime at Christmas. Morning, everybody. Oh, no. We come to Prince Charles this morning. A long time if you come about Prince Charles, but because it keeps slipping me, Charles. So you see, we always focus on the other idiot, Donald Trump. We have Space Charles, Charles Mountbatten Windsor, Charles Mountbatten Windsor. We have space to focus on all heap of idiots at the same time. Debbie Jarvis TV, good morning. Laverne, good morning. Good morning. Suzette Williams, Monica Wills, good morning. Barbara Simpson, Evan Mills, good morning. Marjorie Lewis, good morning. Good morning. Agency Driver 5, wow, Guan. Colleen, good morning. Good morning. Veteran, how you do? Empress Deb, good morning. Jamrock 8766. Good morning, Dorothy Brown. Good morning. Happy holidays to you all. My brothers and sisters are ringing the group. They can go and talk to themselves. I am busy. Morning, everybody. Charles Mountbatten Windsor. Now, so you see, Andrew, we have come about this morning. That means that we can spend a few minutes by you. A good time now, me fi tackle you, Charles. From in the Melissa time, but true Melissa take President Charles. You keep dropping off of the radar. But me come by you this morning. Charles was married to the old horse. Charles, who claimed that he met Diana at age 16. Why are these children keep ringing the group? Charles, who claimed he met Diana at age 16. Bear in mind that Charles was already going out with Diana's older sister, Lady Sarah Spencer. Charles Mountbatten Windsor. Because of the Jeffrey Epstein issue with his brother Andrew, what we all know about, Charles stripped Andrew of everything Charles have power to do. All of his royal title, his HRH, his garter titles, his knighthood titles, evict him from the royal home. The only thing that Charles couldn't do and doesn't have power to do, barring an act of parliament, is to remove Andrew from the line of succession. But everything else, Charles stripped away from him because of his pedophilic tirade with Jeffrey Epstein. But Charles, why you don't strip you on your dead mama? I mean, why you don't strip you on your dead mama? Because we had our own Jeffrey Epstein. You know him well, Prince Charles. A friend of your family. A friend, Charles, of your and your mother. Jimmy Savile Charles. So, all I know over there, so they get stripped of the nonsense of benefits, scrounging, pedophilia, wrong'uns, and beggars that you royal family are. Head of international piracy, Charles Mountbatten Windsor. Head of the Jamaica plutocracy. So when you strip Andrew Charles, strip you, your mama, and all on, because all on bear the same. Bird of a feather Charles. Bird of a feather Charles, who claimed that he met Princess Diana at age 16. Bear in mind that Charles was the village ram of the family. Charles, who was dating Lady Sarah Spencer, and then suddenly turn off to Lady Diana Spencer. How come, Charles? I have stripped Andrew of what's it or other. Virginia Giuffre was 17 Diana was 16, Charles. You on your bullshit. Charles Mountbatten Windsor, head of international piracy and head benefits scrounger of Britain, Charles Mountbatten Windsor. What happened to Diana? Charles Windsor. Charles Windsor. What happened to Diana, Lady Diana Spencer? Hmm? Charles Mountbatten Windsor. What happened to Lady Diana Spencer? Who you were dating the older sister, then now you're married to an older donkey or an older horse. Charles Mountbatten Windsor. The entire royal family ought to be stripped. Charles Mountbatten Windsor. The whole on a bird of a feather. The whole on a friend of pedophile. Charles Mountbatten Windsor. Andrew is not the only one. Some don't know where I jump on a tirade and a galang boat. Charles Mountbatten Windsor. With yourself. Violet Watson, good morning. Oh, you do. Oh, you do. Charles Mountbatten Windsor to out of order. Strip himself. Strip your dead mother, who was one of Jimmy Savile's closest friend. You'll see. Don't do it, Charles. Andrew Holness is Charles. You'll see. Don't go on like when somebody. I don't go on like Andrew any worse than you, Charles Mountbatten. Charles Mountbatten, don't behave like Andrew Mountbatten Windsor is any worse than you. Or worse than your mama, or worse than your mama friend. We train the whole on. Remember, so no wait until Jimmy Savile dead before no investigate and give we a posthumous report on Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile have key for all hospital mortuary. Jimmy Savile have key for boys home. Charles, you don't know about it. So me don't know where I come about. Like Andrew bring Uno into disgrace and disrepute Charles Mountbatten Windsor. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. No bring Uno into disrepute Charles. Uno in a disrepute from the days of Jimmy Savile. Uno in a disrepute long time. So don't go on like a Andrew. Don't go on like a Andrew Akiano down. Andrew is living the life that the family and the society thought him, Charles. Bear in mind you met Diana at age 16. That was the official story, Charles, isn't it? We don't know the truth. That, Charles, was just the official. Something that we are talking about. Charles Mountbatten. We don't know what you talk about. Bird of a feather, Charles. Bird of a feather. But the whole are not cruel. Cruel just like I feel with Andrew. Cruel just like I feel with Andrew. We collect the plane load of sinting them. The ship load of sinting them. And the crocus bag and money. And in 5 days, the Prime Minister will be evicting homeless people from hangovers. Because we call them shelter. We're not on a shelter in Jamaica. A hangover. Hangover. The little hangover place them with school and with community center, mainly with schools. The little hangover place them what we use. For house hurricane victim. Until the storm passed by, but this time because how Melissa gone and how Melissa carry on with herself. It left people in a way where people still in a shelter. The government moved with no urgency to preserve people's dignity. The government is continuously passing back the responsibility to the people. The people got no help. We have watched home and abroad where millions, billions into in Jamaica dollars in resources that has been pouring into Jamaica, and the people are still lying in ruins. That's why even if me they celebrate Christmas, me couldn't talk about the bullshit because of the state where the Jamaica government of the people them lying in when we know say the government could have done better. It's not because the country cannot do better financially, or it's not because we cannot manage it financially. We've seen insurance money, two 200 and odd million US dollars in insurance money. We say the government collect millions through their concert, millions through donations. The talk of the government 5,000 container home where red tapes, bureaucratic red tapes are going to prevent a whole heap of people from getting access, well needed access. And all Andrew Holness and Desmond McKenzie can do is tell the people you have to evacuate. So the responsibility is for the people. Government no curious. So. And when you talk, it's because we are PNP. When you talk, it's because the PNP MP them for Westmoreland not do anything. What the PNP, all right, what the JLP MP them for St. Elizabeth do? What is the JLP MP them for St. Elizabeth do? I'm not playing that politics with Uno because I see that the agenda is broader than politics. Because I know MP on the ground, I make the decision here. MP have to wait till Andrew Holness cabinet make any decision. MP on the ground, whether be Labour or PNP, have to wait until Andrew pluck out resources to them. So for me, this is much broader than Labour or PNP because Flight Green constituency now get the support. JC Hutchison, I don't remember what the name of the new person be now. For them constituency now get the support. So the argument for the Labour right, them are forced on social media, so is because the PNP, NP, them are Westmoreland ain't doing anything. It's bullshit. Look at Southwest St. Elizabeth. Look at Northeast St. Elizabeth. The three constituencies where they hold in a St. Elizabeth, they're not getting any support neither. They're not seeing their MP. This is bigger than PNP and Labour, right? Jamaicans, whether we vote Labour or PNP, we are subjected to a tyranny at the moment that the government could have been doing better. Because we've seen the government getting the support from home and abroad. We've seen international charities come and do better than the government. We've seen entertainers, vloggers, TikTokers, and YouTubers at home doing better than the government. The government has not assisted anybody to get back in housing when other people are out there doing it. And the hope of red tape that these container houses will be tied up in. They will be sitting there and people still don't have access to them because you're going to have to prove land first. You're going to have to prove, say, you did live there, so. You're going to have to prove, say, your house did really damage for you and go to hope to get one of the social housing one. Those of who in the disaster zone at the moment, where them will get money to buy NHT home, or the people that will say work at supermarket and so on will feed them home damage, will always pay NHT contribution. Them people that can get one of the NHT home as well. We still don't get a good breakdown from the government how this NHT thing a go. You can buy back home from NHT. The government a go build scheme. Why the government a go use container home build scheme for people buy when the government collect from home and abroad to assist people with rehousing? Why at this time the NHT should not sell container home to Jamaicans? After Jamaicans been contributing to the NHT for so long, the government shouldn't even draw the NHT into this year. But now that he draw the NHT into it, even though the zinc fence tin pan one them, where the NHT build like Brompton Estate, a St. Elizabeth, Brompton Manor, a St. Elizabeth. Everybody say the timpan and jumpan with the NHT build down there. And now the NHT gone in a container housing with the Prime Minister. How much Jamaicans are going to get access to them container homes there based on the bureaucracy that will be applied to the Prime Minister? It is something that the government need to explain, because the government introduced it as a part of the Melissa recovery. And we hear the government say, you might go buy 5,000 container homes, 5,000 container home. How much you go do to social housing, and you go do to NHT, and you go build housing scheme with container housing. What is we need to get a breakdown of the bit that you're going to access through social housing, the bit that you're going to access through NHT, and the bit that the Prime Minister is going to use as a scheme. We need a breakdown from the government of how these things are going to go. In a time like now, the Prime Minister, them a do a lot of emergency procurement going in for what them want and a bypass things. Why they don't do it for the container housing them? Why them never do it for the container housing them for alleviate people? But the plan is not to use the money to assist people, is to use the money to garner more profit and put the people them in debt. Talking about people buying container home from the NHT now is a heartless government. When people lost everything, all them little business and everything with them use to thrive and survive, pan. And the bureaucracy where you're going to have to go through is next to never.
And if they want to be difficult, I can be difficult too. And I'm going to be difficult. And all because the fact that they are now required to leave the school. Government is making provisions for them. Some are willing to go. Some don't want to go. And I'm going to say this now.
I'm yet to hear the provision, the urgent provision where government make to house these people, Desmond Mackenzie. We are yet to hear that. We not always come with a broad brush talking and not a breakdown about anything. Everything about Melissa is a broad brush approach. No breakdown of anything they have told us about so we can understand and explain it to somebody else. Everybody here is just buckling in the dark like the government. Everybody just a buckling in the dark.
We are not. And if they want to be difficult, I can be difficult too. And I'm going to be difficult. And all because the fact that they are now required to leave the school. Government is making provisions for them. Some are willing to go. Some don't want to go. And I'm going to say this now. We are not going to compromise any of the 4 positions that was made to them on Wednesday.
The residents have been given until the end of this month to vacate the school. Amoy Harriet for CVM News.
A heartless government. Now, in those few days that is left, Dana Morris Dixon, the mouthpiece of the government, Desmond McKenzie, the local government minister, co-chairing the whole bullshit. It's literally that. These people ought to explain to us what is it that they're prepared, what is the alternative? Because to say government, talk truth now. If we did have alternative, or if we did prepare alternative for the people, them, one thing we would have problem of them still being in this school. If we did prepare alternative, do you think they would be still in the school? Do you think we would be having this argument? If you have used the resources that came into the country, if you use it adequately, if you use it efficiently and speedily, government, you think you would have in this blockade here? If you have deployed 80% of the JDF Prime Minister, can you only 2,000 out of 8,000, 2,000 deploy, 8,000 with JDF fleet about 8,000, and 2,000 deploy. How much percent that on work out that for me? I don't know me done. Work out that 2,000 the Prime Minister said deploy, and with fleet is 8,000. Aim on a work out that for me, make we say how much percentage of the JDF was deployed. With JDF Prime Minister, the most way you use them is for turn up on Black Road, turn up on them and the police harass we, do curfew and all that. With JDF not do nothing else. So I don't see why 80% of JDF fleet could not be deployed across the country with all of the building support will come from the international donor countries to help repair and rebuild people home, Prime Minister. We wouldn't have this problem if Prime Minister, we did have a government we understand what them are do. If we did have a government we care what them are do. If we did have a government we take advice about what them are do. Prime Minister, we would have fast forward in this recovery effort. But because everything has to go through your pen and paper, and you have to get a picture take with everything for use it as an election campaign. Everybody have to wait till you get all of your optic in. Beryl was optic. Melissa is optic. And the people them still lay down on the ground, Prime Minister. So all of the labor right them we talk about Westmoreland MP now do anything. What Flight Green now do? What the MP will replace JC Hutchins now do? St. Elizabeth people now see them. So this is bigger than so Labour and PNP. This is a Jamaica thing. A Jamaicans are suffer. And a Labour right or PNP are suffer. A Jamaicans are suffer. Because right on the coastline there's a parity is a mixture of Labour right and PNP, even though Flight Green possibly had a be more Labour right round down on the coastline there. But Labour right and PNP live on the coastline. Labour right and PNP are suffer. Black River, a big mixture of Labour right and PNP. The people them are suffer. This bigger than Labour right and PNP. Because I know so PNP people live in Westmoreland. Because just on the 2nd of February, all of those constituency in a Westmoreland was Labour right before the 3rd. This is the nasty politics that keeps us back. This is the nasty politics that allow government to sit down and draw their foot and do nothing. Because they know the fools like us will sit down and squabble amongst ourselves and eat each other head off and allow them to enrich themselves and steal everything and run off with it. Because up until now, we know Sister Melissa come for teach we unite against government, and we have government and a friend them sit down and make deal behind we back and a profit half away. We is not a part of the conversation. We see them a walk and collect all heap of money pan we back, and we not get nothing out of it. And we still a scrub amongst ourselves. This is not a labor right PNP suffering. This is a Jamaica suffering. Everywhere Melissa hit, PNP get damaged, labor right get damaged. So if you allow the labor right who want to rejoice over Westmoreland people them, why you don't rejoice over party people them and so the whole of Southwest Centre? Why you don't rejoice over Southwest Centre people too? Why you don't rejoice over Southwest Centre Elizabeth people as well? Why are Westmoreland people alone and not rejoice? Why not rejoice over Westmoreland and Hanover people, but you not rejoice over St. James and St. Elizabeth people? What help is Southwest St. Elizabeth getting from the government? This is the third term now of the Jamaica Labour Party holding Southwest St. Elizabeth. What is the assistance they've been getting in burial in Melissa from the government? So it's not a issue about PNP, NP now do anything because PNP don't hold the government. PNP, NP don't have funds to deal with the constituency if the government not disperse it to them. PNP, NP don't have resources unless the government disperse it to them. So what you think PNP, NP are going to use? Why not talk about Floyd Green? We sit down on the government cabinet. Every decision make, but still Floyd Green constituency can't see man, can't get no help. It's not just Dayton Campbell. At least we see Dayton Campbell out there every day doing something. Dayton Campbell and the PNP them, what on to embarrass about? When it get to the point where the government sit on the resources and using the resources as politics, and the opposition have to turn to the public to get support to support their people, that is what we should see as disgraceful in our country. That is what we should see as disgraceful in our country when a government have collected millions. I mean, so no dumb labor rights ask PNP for accountability. PNP has no accountability for any money. PNP have no accountability to any money they collect in a Melissa to the Jamaican people. They have accountability to those who donated money to them, not to the Jamaica people. Andrew Holness on the other side, who have collected on behalf of you. Babsy Grange, who have collected on behalf of you. The entire Jamaica government, who have collected on behalf of you, is under duty to explain to us, the Jamaica people, how every nick and dime of that is being spent. PNP don't have any accountability to the Jamaica people when they have to turn to international, the diaspora to beg when the government get insurance and take a lend, when the government get how much millions and billions in a donation and sit down panic, when the government have pallets and pallets of resources sit down pan wharf, rain and wet up, and the people are still lying in ruins. I don't want to talk about evacuate schools. We need a riot in our country.
I am Senator Professor Floyd Morris, opposition spokesperson on housing and sustainable living. I'm making this call for the government to make special accommodation for the 185 residents who are located at the shelter at Petersfield in central Westmoreland. These residents have been given until the end of December to find accommodations. And I believe that it is really unreasonable and difficult for these residents in light of the circumstances. I understand that I am Senator Professor Floyd Morris, opposition spokesperson on housing and sustainable living. I'm making this call for the government to make special accommodation for the 185 residents who are located at the shelter at Petersfield in central Westmoreland. These residents have been given until the end of December to find accommodations. And I believe that it is really unreasonable and difficult for these residents in light of the circumstances. I understand that the school is needed to reopen for students. However, the government must ensure that they provide some reasonable shelter to house these residents whose lives have been displaced because of a hurricane that they never brought to Jamaica. A caring government would ensure that these residents are protected and supported instead of putting forward solutions that is an affront to the dignity of the people, because they have indicated that a tent should be pitched on the playfield so that it would house these residents, and the playfield is subject to flooding from time to time. I would suggest to the government a three-pronged approach wherein they would find appropriate holding area for these residents. Second, they would look for those residents who have houses where they can effect repairs, and the government would provide building materials for them and get the JDF, their engineering corps, to assist these individuals with repairs to the houses. And third, where the residents have no houses, then the government would have to provide a more sustainable fix for them, because you don't want to leave these individuals without any form of shelter. A caring government must ensure that these citizens are protected.
This government have no care at all. Absolutely no care for the people. Because if this government had any care for the people, we would have that united approach, where a government who is lacking ideas, could take the advice from people who are able to think. Because this government, nobody not in there, we can't think anymore. Nobody. Hold on, this is the wrong video. Sorry. Nobody Nobody in this government have the ability to think anymore. Everybody is just running around in the country at the behest of the Prime Minister, while Jamaicans depend ground and suffer. Even though we elect a Prime Minister and the Prime Minister is a Prime Minister around the country, it's not just a Prime Minister around the country. It's not just a Prime Minister around. We cannot let Jamaica, everything about Jamaica be run by Andrew Holness only. We can't make Andrew Holness vice be the only vice in Jamaica, because Andrew Holness doesn't even seem to be taking advice from his own cabinet. Andrew Holness have a lot of everything to do with money and power within his office. The Office of Plenty Ministries is overwhelmed. You wonder what is going on in the Prime Minister's office, because the whole country, the whole civil service, the whole government is being run from the Prime Minister's ministry. And when we talk about dictatorship, on a go on like a propagandist will be. Put Andrew Holness and Juliet, put the Juliet Holness part aside now. Can you not see that Andrew Holness is running the Jamaica Defense Force? He's running the Jamaica Constabulary Force. He's running the NHT. He's running the Constituency Development Fund. He's running NHT. He's running the Urban Development Corporation of Jamaica. He's running NEPA. He's running NERA. He has a cabinet. He has a cabinet office that encompasses many things. The Office of Economic Growth and Job Creation, now Economic Growth and Infrastructure Development, where water falls under it, housing falls under it, works and roads fall under it. Bobby Montague, new office, also now falls under the Prime Minister's office. Andrew Wheatley's office also falls under the Prime Minister's office. Do you understand the level of control? And there's many other more things. You just have to go and look at the OPM website. Even though the Prime Minister not updated, ADPEM falls under the Prime Minister's office. Do you understand the level of control that this one guy has over our country? Do you understand the level of control that this one guy have over our country in the Office of Plenty Ministries? I don't think it's a dictatorship. You think our voices are being heard? This is your government, yeah.
We have nothing left, nothing. Melissa took everything. I have nothing, no roof. This is the best I can do.
Jadine Brown is a single mother from Hartford in Westmoreland. This is where she and her 2 children have been sleeping the past few nights. Her house was destroyed during Hurricane Melissa. Now, after the storm, Jadine sought shelter at her neighbor's house, but says she was later asked to leave.
I used to work in the calling center industry. I have no house. I haven't changed my clothes since the last couple of days. See that my daughter lose everything. We just have people giving out things and they say no. You guys can't get and they don't know that tonight this is where we're sleeping. Somebody used to put us up and then put us out. Today said there's no more place for us to stay. The person said if you leave in place, you want to fix you up. Me jealous coming and nothing to fix.
She says the hardest part has been watching her children struggle.
My son needs to go back to school January morning. I don't know where first center come from.
Jadine is appealing for help.
Food. We have nothing to eat. We lose everything. Not even a piece of food. Can I raise up a one-room house? Never. I don't have any material. I don't have nothing. I have not even first cent to me name anybody out there that can see this video. I help a single mother who have no place to sleep, no clothes to me penny them here. We no bed from when, please help us.
Now, anyone who would like to assist Jadine Brown and her children can contact her at 87.
The number never finished go off in that video. But this is the condition that many Jamaicans, despite our festive season, as one would call it, despite the festive season, that's why even if we celebrate Christmas,
more than 150 people.
Wouldn't see the reason. Because the government have Jamaicans lying in disgrace. The government have Jamaicans lying in ruins. What's there to celebrate? What's there to celebrate for Christmas when Jamaicans are lying in ruins? When we watch the government collect millions in insurance and donations, the government borrow and tap away. And we look on the derelict condition where we still in a and government a tell we say he want in school them. Government say he want in school them for open Monday morning and if find place go. Where's the money though, government? Government, where them a go, where the money where them a go use go rent place? Government.
More than 150 people will spend Christmas in shelters in St. Elizabeth after Hurricane Melissa left them homeless. TVJ News visited the Banbury Community Centre in the parish where disaster has become a distant cousin, tearing families apart and putting new ones together. Jamila Maitland tells us more.
Solar lights soak up the last of the sunbeams outside the Banbury Community Centre in St. Elizabeth. The facility is being operated as a shelter for those displaced by Hurricane Melissa. The devices are angled, strategically placed to gulp nature's free electricity due to the widespread power outage. Watching over them is 9-year-old Nicola.
Use what?
Use that light, solar, like the big one, and that little one.
And it helps you?
From fighting the dark to fighting the heat and then the mosquitoes, this little girl runs the shelter. Her family is from Parity.
I host up gone. Well, we didn't leave my grandmother. Well, few room did there. My grandmother put chapel in over there I live in.
They were initially among a group of people staying at the Newell High School, but resumption of classes forced them to be relocated to the center. It's where fishermen Levi Daly and Austin Williams, also from Parity, have been staying.
Give thanks to the Sheikh of I would out on the road, I didn't see it. But
Westmoreland people, labor rights, these are St. Elizabeth people. These people who I know personally who voted for Floyd Green. So what is the argument? So if I walk Westmoreland MP now work, Floyd Green now work neither. Because Floyd Green people them, few people them from Parity, and Westmoreland people in the very same position. So what's the one I walk and pull down Dayton, Campbell and youth every day? This is the political division which Jamaica is going to be doomed to failure. We fail already anyway, but failure failure, or failure-esque. We're doomed to failure with this behavior. Where we can't see it as Jamaicans being the victim and not PNP being the victim. Jamaicans, Labour Right and PNP are get the same beating right now. You know, better for nobody. So we don't see what I talk about. We don't see what I pull down Dayton Campbell and doing Vaz and Ian Hill's boat. I don't see it. Flight Green people are lying in ruins. They are forgotten. So I don't see why we not make this a problem. Let us talk about Jamaicans lying in ruins. Jamaicans lying in ruins. Not Labour Right or PNP lying in ruins. Because both people of both political party are lying in ruins. And we all are Jamaicans. If you don't get it, forget about it.
More than 150 people will spend Christmas in shelters in St. Elizabeth after Hurricane Melissa left them homeless. TVJ News visited the Banbury Community Centre in the parish where disaster has become a distant cousin, tearing families apart and putting new ones together. Jamila Maitland tells us more.
Solar lights soak up the last of the sunbeams outside the Banbury Community Centre in St. Elizabeth. The facility is being operated as a shelter for those displaced by Hurricane Melissa. The devices are angled, strategically placed to gulp nature's free electricity due to the widespread power outage. Watching over them is 9-year-old Nicola.
Use that light, solar, like the big one, and that little one.
And it helps you? From fighting the dark to fighting the heat and then the mosquitoes. This little girl runs the shelter. Her family is from Parity.
I host up gone. Well, we didn't leave my grandmother. Well, fuel room did there. My grandmother put chapel in over there. I live in.
They were initially among a group of people staying at the Newell High School, but resumption of classes forced them to be relocated to the center. It's where fishermen Levi Daly and Austin Williams, also from Parity, have been staying.
Give thanks to the shade, because I never shade I would out on the road, I didn't see it. But I know I had here so long as it is, but I like to go back home.
The issue is that there's nothing to go home to.
It makes no sense I go back home, I cannot fishing. I cannot nothing return, I cannot have another skill from fishing.
They do, however, return to Parity in search of food and information from government officials.
Me go back home to see what's going on down there. So I can get a house, because two of them did say, Mr. Andrew coming there today, so I make sure I reach down there.
Our cameras captured Levi Daly braving the breakaway along the Parity main road. Shoes in one hand, pride in the other. Mr. Daly is seen walking in the Parity pond, coming from the ruins of his home. But even he knows this is not safe.
Well, at the shelter, we need some food, you know. We have water, so we can bathe and cook. But we do, them give we a stove, but them don't give we no cylinder. And we don't have no pot neither. So we have to just continue it very good.
Last year around this time, the men say they were living comfortably.
Them give we a stove, no cylinder, no pot. It's Christmas, you know. I fucking Xmas, and them something that them want to celebrate. Honestly, the upset? No. Do you see the upset? Stove, no cylinder, no pot. And I don't think this is something to be upset about.
Parity pond, coming from the ruins of his home. But even he knows this is not safe.
Well, at the shelter, we need some food, you know. We have water, so we can bathe and cook. But we do, them give we a stove, but them don't give we no cylinder. And we don't have no pot neither. So we have to just continue it very good.
Last year around this time, the men say they were living comfortably, either returning from sea with a
Diabetic go rife. Do you understand the mental health crisis that has been created here? Put the disease them aside. You understand the hypertension, cholesterol, and diabetes that has been created here? Lord Jesus Christ of mercy, my God.
big catch, or being the catch in the community known for its burgeoning tourism title.
Christmas is coming up and people being here.
And no money. And no money. It may say one day we will get some money.
Penniless, but not hopeless. Hurricane Melissa undoubtedly tore families apart, but seemingly forged new ones together.
Disaster, share your part, Because family gone, so you see, family gone, so what to get together with family is a hard thing right now. But we have to get together with people who meet at the shelter.
And family too for 88-year-old Elder Lindo.
Every morning, it's a morning.
This is my mother's senior sister. Only 2 of the sisters still left alive. This is the senior of the 2 that is left alive.
This man and the other man, and his son helped me too. Yes, ma'am. We all are family.
But with just a couple days to go until Christmas, food, shelter, clothing, peace of mind, and a hot meal are just a few wishes that they're hoping to be granted. As for this self-proclaimed shelter manager,
Like, what would you want for Christmas if you get one wish for Christmas?
I'll tell you.
Yes.
You really want here?
Yeah.
More wish.
You want more wish? That's so nice.
I did me a wish to everything.
Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.
There's literally fucking nothing to celebrate. Pardon the expression. Nothing to celebrate. And maybe we should think about becoming Jamaicans. Maybe we should cut out the bullshit of PNP and labor rights and become Jamaicans. Because this is why this problem now got solved, That problem what we endure as a people will not solve. Because we're labor rights and we're PNP. That's who we are. Labor rights and PNP. We're not Jamaican. The Jamaican is put aside. The Jamaican part are with the pan side burner. This is why our leaders will never approach us as Jamaicans. My fellow labor rights, my fellow comrades. My fellow labor rights, my fellow comrades, they don't approach you as Jamaicans because they want to maintain the division that gives them strength, that allow them to get away with high-level corruption and crime and stealing. It's only the division why few politicians them can turn in front of with teeth with thing them and get rich and nothing happen. And we vote them right back in. A matter of fact, we protect them, we war for them, and we defend them. Only in Jamaica. Didn't you remember in COVID, the NSARS protests in Nigeria? At Jamaica, young people alone don't have no understanding of civics. At Jamaica, young people alone don't have no understanding of their constitution or their civic duties. At Jamaica, young people alone does not understand governance of a country. At Jamaica, young people alone does not know what you elect politicians for. You bunch of idiots. You bunch of waste your time fools. And then after the election cycle, you want change. Change what? What change do you want? Because even those who are attacked by not just Melissa, by a lousy, corrupt, wicked, evil, uncaring government, is still defending that government because of political tribalism. I don't think we're going to get out of this galangin where we're in. You think to say we're going to get out of this problem when we continue to protect and defend Andrew Holmes and Mark Golden, two multi-rich millionaires? You don't think we're going nowhere? The Prime Minister spoke of dignity. Dignity, that's the dignity. Dignity, dignity, dignity. Dignity, he said. Dignity, said the PM. Look how party people and Westmoreland people celebrate Christmas. Look how party people, Prime Minister, PM. MPM, look how party people and Westmoreland people celebrate their Christmas, Prime Minister. And you talk about dignity? You have no shame. You literally have no shame when using certain words. Because the same dignity where you are talking about, Prime Minister, it is a dignity that you couldn't have preserved. The same dignity, Prime Minister, where you walk and collect and thief and borrow the only people them money from and sit down pan, and the people them still sit down, lie in a ruins, and suffer from lack of support from this government. And you have the nerve to speak about dignity, Jankro? I mean, how could you?
I see so many pictures of persons giving out packages. And it is becoming almost the in thing now.
Dog shit. Jankro. Capital destruction and common crosses. I should have host you are worried about. All right. You're going to soon start have problem with the people them where give out host now. Like how you have problem with the people them where give food to them outshine you. Like I'll spice them where rolling with chucks up on top of chucks with black, plyboard, 2x4, zinc, nail, cement, Prime Minister. Them something they burn you to do. Those are the dignity, Prime Minister. With people who is under no duty. Everybody couldn't just stand back and say, "I poor thing, me sorry for them." I met the government that cheat them. So the government could have cheat them better, because the government collect the people their money and sit down on it and not cheat. Everybody will you say jump in and cover your very disgrace, Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness, tap aside. Imagine the world never step in. The charities I'm referring to. Imagine charitable Jamaicans, from entertainer to vloggers to the ordinary Jamaican, will just pick up and say, I have to go do something in another zone. Prime Minister, imagine Prime Minister. Prime Minister, just imagine them people that did sit down and never move. Almighty God, Jamaica. No, imagine it. Andrew Holness. Just imagine. Me not want to be real. We just want you to imagine. Imagine all of these people will upset you till you have to come out, come threaten with. Till you have to come out, come insult the people and will step in and take disgrace out of your face. Imagine, Andrew Holness, the charities never step in. Imagine vloggers and entertainers, Prime Minister, never step in. Prime Minister, just imagine, no? Imagine the images that the world would have been seen of emaciated Jamaicans, of Jamaicans dying from disease and hunger and thirst in the elements. Jankro.
I see so many pictures of persons giving out packages. And it is becoming almost the in thing now on social media. Everybody is giving out a package. No, I think in the initial days it's necessary. But I'm also very concerned about the dignity of our people. You know, I don't like to be shown as people running to get fighting over a package and those kind. I don't like that. And it creates a kind of mentality that is not Jamaican. We are independent people at heart. You know, we are independent. We're not supposed to be doing handout. Now, yes, we are in a place where we need to do relief, but we must never give up our dignity. So if you have to give, you don't have to, you know, make it, you know, just give that quietly, man. Give that quietly. Help the people who are in distress preserve their dignity. And the people who are in distress, remember your dignity. So, which is why I announced a week ago that we are going to transition from giving out of packages, because it's becoming highly political. Who never get, and if you go to a man's place and then him say, oh, you never call me to go give package with you, and you only give to that. Look, the amount of, you know, the funny thing is this, the amount of JLP people who call me to say, PMP, MPs get package and don't come to them. And I said, look, I don't want a political issue. Don't bother make no noise over that. Don't make no noise over that. Right? It is disgusting that persons would want to make political issues over the distribution of aid. We have to bring an end to it then. Because some people can't help themselves. They can't resist it. And so we are going to shift from the distribution of food packages to giving persons coupons or cards that they can go and buy the stuff that
I'm live. I'll call you back.
No, shops are not up yet. And that is why early in the day we said we're going to help the shops stand up back.
Listen, I cash the World Food Program, said Jankro. That you don't do. You don't talk to people straight. You make it look like, say, Ayadi. It's the World Food Program sending the Prime Minister remodel into for him own way. This is how this liar, wicked dog shit of a youth stay. This Prime Minister is really a dog shit, unapologetically. Is really a dog shit. If you tap in the on your shoes.
And for shops to get back up on their feet, they need electricity. There are some communities that are not going to get electricity right away. So what they will get, we will loan them a generator so that when they get back electricity, we can take that back and give it to another shop. That is how you save money, because what we're going to do here is not from the generators that are donated. The government of Jamaica will buy these generators. So it's taxpayers' money. And we have to use it in the most efficient ways. We couldn't take donated generators and give it to business to use. No, donated generators either support government resilience or we give that to NGOs or churches or so. But the ones that we purchase now, we use that in business for people who are going to make profit from it. And they will have the option after it. If they want to buy it, then they can buy it. If not, then we give it to somebody else to use. Because we are a thinking government. The unthinking people who are selfish and just looking for benefits for themselves, they will think another way. And those are the people who got Jamaica into problems. It is that kind of thinking that put Jamaica into problems. It is my kind of thinking that has taken Jamaica out of problems.
You heard the narcissist, not referring to his party. My narcissistic and wholeness thinking, not our party thinking, not our team thinking, the narcissistic Andrew thinking.
And it is one thing that you will see about me. Me not afraid of nobody. All who want talk, make me one. Me will go with you toe to toe. Every nonsense you talk, I will respond to it. And as you would have seen with the government, man come out with foolishness, we respond, not go so. Yeah. So make them, and as many memes as they can make, I can make it too. So it's going to be war. Because we cannot allow the people who peddle nonsense, the people who tell lies.
Yeah. When the Prime Minister threatened us to preserve Jamaicans' dignity when it comes to food, that same Jamaican government who refused to give food to the people, that same Jamaican government who have the people lying in ruins, even at Chris fucking Moss, is telling us he cares about the dignity of people. Given that this is a government running a national health service where you have to literally pay to die, because many of us would buck our toes and go to hospital and we end up coming out in a body bag. But we have to put down a $40,000 retainer if we want to have medication and tests and even attention being paid to you. Unite, said Marcus Garvey, you stupid heifers, or you will perish. Because Labour Right and PNP, none of them don't care. Because the PNP not decide to lead the country into protest over the bad treatment. But the PNP did lead the country in a protest over Dennis Chung. Thank you very much and have yourself a wonderful weekend. Are we coming back tonight? We'll vote on it. Should we come back tonight or on a want on a holiday period? Because it's holiday, you know, people are having their parties and their do's and their don'ts and, you know, but the work continues. We not depend on holiday around here. When you notice, we take our holiday before the systematic holiday. When you notice, say, we take our holiday before the systematic holiday. Because we not in the bullshit. The Prime Minister have we like dog in a deep distress and still want to celebrate and yam dry crackers and sausage and sardine and mackerel in like dog in a deep distress. We turn dog now. We turn foreign dog now. We attend them a feed. We turn foreign dog. We turn foreign dog in our country. We attend them a feed. We attend them. I go about my business this morning because if this government go for make I drop my inhibitions and come for him this morning, thief in Jankro, it won't be pretty. Wouldn't be pretty this morning. So I'd have gone in a peace. But while me are going in a peace, may I hope the Jamaica people, all right, the people themselves will come back. While me are going in a peace this morning, government, may I hold the people them as responsible as you. Because the responsibility of the fuckery in our country cannot be the government or the opposition alone. We the people. We, the idiots, we, the common fools of Jamaica, must bear portion of the responsibility of what our country has become, of the dictatorship in our country. We have to bear a part of the responsibility. It cannot be the government only. It cannot be the opposition only. It cannot be the political class only. What about us who sell our votes? What about us who know that they don't care for us, but we care about them? If I go to go loose and the government this Boxing Day, one wouldn't like it. Anyway, globalists, thank you very much for being here this morning. We will come back tonight. We will come back tonight. Come rub the teeth in government. We probably tonight or tomorrow also start look at our year in review. We look at the news cycle from January onwards to what it is today. Thank you. Good morning and good afternoon.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.